This is Dawn with Travel with D&D.
And I'm Danny.
We're coming to you live. Thank you for tuning in. We're coming to you actually letting you know 30 days prior approximately what we do with our trips before, with planning. So who's going to take care of our home, who's going to watch our home, who's going to watch our plants, who's going to watch our pets, who's going to take care of our cars if there's a delay, and plus when we have a long trip, because we have a long trip coming up 30 days from now, going around the block with the car to make sure the car doesn't just sit idle, both cars. So we have that planned, and we already spoke to our mail lady, giving her a heads up that this is coming up. So we're real happy about that, to do that, and also give them and family members the name of the ship and our cabin number, so that they're able, in case of an emergency, to get a hold of us. I also have WhatsApp, so I use that too with the person who's watching the home and pets and plants. And also we have cameras that watch the home, so we know everything that's going on. So we also have that but that's definitely a pre-plan.
Yeah, so caring for your home, it's got to be number one. The next couple of things, the next one is transportation to the port. Whether we're taking an airplane, whether we're driving our car, where we're going to park our car. We want to have all that finished a month ahead of time so we don't have to worry about it. And in this case, we're taking the train, so we're taking the Brightline train, and that'll take us to our cruise port. The other thing that we have completed is our travel insurance, and travel insurance can cover cancel for any reason insurance if something was to happen where we couldn't attend the cruise, or medical insurance that covers medical emergencies if we're out of the country.
Also, we plan on excursions on where we want to go. Not only when we picked out the cruise, we're like, oh, we always wanted to go there, or we've been there before, but we haven't been to this part before. So we research everything, not only online, but on YouTube, on other channels. That's what we do. We research what is the best top places to go and see, things to do, things to buy, things like that. So excursions can also be cheaper by package. So we usually check that out with the cruise line ahead of time to make sure, because they can fill up fast and sell out. Now, we don't always go with the cruise line. Sometimes we do self-excursion, which is why I said we do self-research. But when you're in a time constraint, when we pull in and it's only like 6 hours or 5 hours, if there's an accident, the ship isn't going to wait for us. They're going to leave us there. So we'd rather be safe than sorry and stick with the cruise line. And also looking at safety precautions on how safe the port is. Are we going to get off? Are we not going to get off? The cruise lines usually will let us know, and they get the wherewithal to let us be able to cancel, or if there's mosquitoes carrying certain sorts of flus and things like that. So we'll make the decision that way.
The other thing on excursions is we apply two rules to excursions. Number one, is the port, could we consider it to be unsafe because we don't know it? Well, if that's the case, then we'll go with the cruise line. The other thing that we look at is the time in port. We've been on cruises that get in at 8, 9 o'clock in the morning and leave at 2:30 in the afternoon. With a short turnaround like that, we always go with the cruise line because they can't leave us behind.
We've seen runners before, and it's really kind of sad.
Yeah, we don't want to be runners.
No, don't want to be runners. But also we do specialty restaurants, and plan that ahead, because that can get booked up. So can spa reservations get booked up. So we want to see what you can get, and can you get maybe a spot where you can get, priority boarding, or spa, your own your own area where you can lounge in the sun if you want, or the shade, whichever you want, whichever you prefer, more privacy. So the specialty restaurants, depending on, because they can sell out quick, but then if you do that with packages, that's good too. So doing all that up front.
The next thing is the majors, Carnival Cruise Corporation, Royal Caribbean, and Norwegian. They have a stock program. So in our case, we're going on Holland America, which is a Carnival Corporation ship. And since we're going for 21 days, if you own 100 shares of stock, they give you $250 stock onboard credit. So you get to use that. You want to have that done 30 days in advance. The other thing to have done 30 days in advance is if they offer it, and the big ones do, Carnival, Royal Caribbean, Norwegian, If they offer an app, download the app, because the app will be there and you can look at itineraries, you can look at the spa packages, you can look at the restaurant packages. You can see a lot of stuff on that app that'll help you plan your trip, because researching the trip ahead of time, it really makes a big difference.
Also, letting your room steward know when you get there to make sure that they have the information, but 30 days prior, letting the cruise company know any dietary restrictions you may have. Well, dietary restrictions, some things are made with seafood, shellfish, and some people are definitely allergic to that. And you didn't even think there were shellfish in the broth, and that can end up happening. But letting them know about any kind of dietary restrictions, gluten, things like that. It's important to know. Also, I need a lot of water, and so I need the ice bucket filled in the morning and at night, and I do a lot of water. So that's what I need, but we always make sure that they know that well ahead of time, and of course I recheck again when we check in, and I tell them the other things that I want when we check in.
And if you were kind enough to stay to the end of this video, guess what? You get one of the biggest tips of all. So a big tip, and this is the kind of thing that doesn't get out there and people don't know about. If you are a member of AARP, and they do allow people that are 50 and above to be a member of AARP, they actually sell a lot of gift cards for the cruise lines. So for example, if you buy, $500 of gift cards, they give you that for $450. If you buy $100 of gift cards, they give it to you for $90. So you get a discount right there by buying your gift card ahead of time, and you can use that gift card, to apply to purchases on the app ahead of time, or on the ship itself for onboard credit. And I think that about wraps up our list.
Sounds good.
Okay, thanks a lot for joining us. We'll see you next time.
Thumbs up.
Okay,
Bye.
bye.